When Rizzo was reading Alex like a book and he was like, you can't be friends with everybody, baby. Like, a friend to all is a friend to none. I was like, baby,
Yeah.
fuck that.
That boy wise. I said, oh, he been here
Yo,
before.
Welcome back in, everyone. This is Black Girls Talking TV, where we bring the group chat to life and discuss all your favorite TV shows. Today, we are Black Girls Plus One, because we got Chappell in the house with us. Today, we are discussing Survivor Episode 9, Season 49. I am Victoria. I am one of your hosts, and I'm a psychologist.
And I'm Kamaria. I'm an attorney and a pop culture writer. And we have our guest, Chappell. Chappell, introduce yourself.
I'm Chappell, and I am an academic advisor and academic consultant. And now I'm here talking to the Black Girls That Talk TV.
Okay. Yes. So I was trying to ask you a question beforehand. Like, how did you find us? Like, how did you find us?
How y'all found me. I'm joking. Somebody from y'all group chat messaged me. I think it was Jay West and was like, "Hey, these Black girls, they talk about TV. I think you would get a kick out of it." So I've been following y'all for a few months, and then I think I commented a couple times on Instagram. I was like, "These people don't know who I am," harassing them, and then y'all responded one day. So that's how I ended up here.
Yes. No, I love you on RHAP. I always watch all your episodes. Is fabulous. So I'm glad you're with us to talk Survivor Episode 9. So we can start off the top with like this tribal and this kind of that, like, I don't know what to even describe it as. Chappell, I'm gonna let you start off. Get what's on your chest about it. Who you rooting for? Who you not?
I come in rooting for everybody black, but then like we got 5 black folks at the merge, and I thought this is great. And now we don't have 5 black folks at the merge anymore. We're down to 2 black folks, and there's some black on black crime going on. Yeah. I thought we were gonna flush the idol this time. We had a solid plan, and then somehow Alex got caught in the crossfires, and he is gone. So I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
I have so many questions. Last week I had 1,000. This week I got 1,000 plus 1,000 because I am not understanding, especially how Jawan get in that confessional air and be talking about Rizzo, Savannah, and they still end up here with their advantages in their pockets. I'm not understanding it at all. I don't get it.
I knew that Rizzo, like, as we got down in the episode, and I'm like, it's just Rizzo and Alex? I was like, oh, Rizzo gonna be here. So, like, I assumed it was Alex more so as we got towards the end of the episode. But I'm like, that's so unfortunate because it's like all 6 of them, or 3-3, split it. It was a 6? Yeah, it was 6 of them other than the other 3. They should have gone Rizzo. And if you knew he was doing Alex, if he don't play it, then Alex goes home like, bye. You know what I mean? But, I mean, if he plays it. But it's like, I don't understand. I don't understand Sage and Jawan. I think they just so drunk with power that they think they, like, invited to everybody's party and they don't realize that it's only because people want to eat them later, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of this going on in confessional. But when he come around, he don't want to post up. It's like, bro, it's time to vote. And somehow there's always somebody else who gets in the way of what the goal is, which should be to get Rizgot's idol at least out, right? So, I thought it was going to be, the original plan that they had, put a bunch of votes on Rizzo. If he plays it, then Sophie goes home. Okay, and like, let's get rid of Sophie. Somehow, Alex will play in the middle. Rizgot catches on to it. And I guess maybe good on Rizgot for like throwing enough dirt on Alex's name to where Sage and Jawan didn't want to work with him. That's the only thing I can figure out that happened to where he ended up the vote here.
I honestly didn't understand why Rizzo was even going after Alex so hard.
Yeah, I thought it was very emotional. Yeah,
I was like, just because you see this guy play in the middle, that's enough for you to want to like swing at him? I don't know. I felt like it was... I can't even call it misdirected because I don't even know who I feel like he should have been trying to go after Steven or somebody. He like directly going after that side. Somebody in the middle I feel like is a later target, especially when you still had enough numbers considering Sophie S was jumping over to y'all side clearly. Like you could have done something else with his persuasion that he had in this episode and even last episode. Rizzo been mopping the floor with them. Like,
it's like I don't even know how to act. Like, because I was like, I didn't want to like him, but then it's like, part of me is like, go Rizzo, like this, not against my people, but But like, I respect it because it's just like I just really counted him out in the beginning. You know, I thought he was gonna be too arrogant, too cocky, too young, and it's like not him schooling the adults. I ain't got time.
Pulling the hell out of them.
Yeah.
And I thought he was gonna be a little bit more sloppy in his gameplay, and it's like no one like they think about, oh, like I don't know if I can trust Rizzo, but then somehow, some way, he puts a pretty little bow on the package he just sent you, and you're like, they're all drinking the Kool-Aid, and I'm just like, how do you go from I want him out to, oh man, Alex is being messy, he's playing sloppy. Alex didn't even do all of that, to be quite honest. Like, he didn't do too much.
Yeah.
Rizzo went after the person with the least amount of allies. You know, Alex was playing both sides, but who was really going to bat for Alex? Sophie B had already gone back to, you know, Savannah and Rizgod and kind of gave their alliance to him. Steven only has Christina. Sophie S is working with Rizgod too. So really the numbers have left them a long time ago. The only people who could have stopped this from happening are Sage and Jawan. And for some reason, they even still want to work with Rizgod for just a little longer. What they do not know is that is a bad plan because all they got to do is get down to 8, and that's where we are. And now Rizgod has the numbers advantage without them. They still have that extra vote from Savannah, so they don't really need Sage and Jawan to make any moves anymore. And I feel like this might come back to bite them sooner than later.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. This is the one. I think this is the one because it's like Jawan. It's like Jawan and Sage. They really did because we were talking with Mari. We were debating whether that was a good move. It's like, okay, it's turned out it was a good move. Now you have to continue to make good moves, and so I'm a little concerned. What was the vote? Did anybody capture what the vote?
It was 5 on Alex, 2 on Soph, 1 on Rizzo. I literally wrote down 3 back to back.
What was the one? Christina, she loyal to the soil, I think.
It wasn't Christina. No, Christina voted for Soph because of the split vote.
Yeah. They came in on the original plan. The person who voted for Rizzo was Alex. Because Alex caught on that Rizzo was doing the thing. Jawan tells him, hey, Rizzo is throwing dirt on your name. So Alex was like, bet, let's just get Rizzo. Which should have been the plan anyway. The split was supposed to be Rizzo. They were supposed to put all the votes on Rizzo except for the ones that were going on Sophie. So, you know, Sage, Jawan, they both folded. Sophie S, he never was going to get Sophie S to vote for Rizzo. He didn't know that. But he was never going to get Sophie B to vote for Rizzo. He was, Christina and Steven, they held up their end of the bargain. They voted for Sophie B. Just nobody else came with them.
So 2 votes on Sophie, you said?
Yeah, 2 votes on Sophie, 1 on Rizzo, and the rest were all on Alex.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Sage and Jawan are the ones who did not hold up their end of the bargain.
Yeah, because they think they think it. They think they got, like, they think they're running it. Like, they even the edit's giving them they're running it. And I'm like, they're not running it. They're just in the best position. You know, they're just in the best, were in the best position. But yeah. Unfortunately, you know.
What did you guys think about Steven? He called the game. He said we're at a level of sophistication in the game. What did you guys think about that statement?
No, because Steven just,
if anything at all,
be saying stuff though.
Yeah, tribal.
Because did you hear what he was talking about during the episode? He's just babbling and all this other stuff. So I stopped listening to Steven. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was talking. I was just womp, 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 womp. Like I didn't know what he was getting at. But last episode, that vote was complicated to me. The MC, how she ended up going out when all this other stuff, and the Rizgard was right there. He didn't play his idol. Like, that was sophisticated. This was simple. We do a split, and that's it. Sage Jawan with Rogue, and that's to me the most complicated thing about this, but I don't really know what Steven be talking about. I can't lie to you.
Okay, I definitely was like, Steven, you're losing me because this is everything but sophisticated. If Rizzo doesn't at least walk out this tribal or play that idol, baby, y'all are not playing with a level of sophistication. Quite honestly, I'm not getting it at all. At all.
Yeah. I like the thing that resonated with me at tribal that I heard loud and clearly is Sophie B's statement when she was like playing with the people who are awake. And I feel like that is why her, Savannah, and Rizzo jive, because they're like, their head is on straight. They see, they're clear, and they're able to make moves because they're clear on what's happening. Everybody else is, in my view, scattered. Because even like Jawan, like, why you tell Alex that? I didn't think that if you like, like, why? Alex, that could have blown up before Tribal, and you could have been the one, buddy, because first thing out of Alex's mouth every time he talked to somebody at the water well, Jawan told me. Jawan told me. So I was like, I don't know. But I was like,
not only that, but did you not learn your lesson from the last Tribal when MC ran her mouth to you and then ended up being on the jury? At that moment, everybody should have learned. We're gonna shut the hell up. We ain't saying shit.
And it's Jawan, to be honest. Like, can we? He's black on black crime. He is the one that's doing the drive-by shooting. Yeah. Okay, well, all of them. Did he do the?
No, I'll give him some grace. He wanted Savannah. Okay. Christina wanted Nate. So the black on black crime started from a very long time ago. He wanted Savannah. Christina wanted Nate. I think Sage wanted Nate. And so they ended up going with Nate. The MC vote, I think, is so complicated. So I don't even want to touch on that. But she does go, and I will put that on Jawan. But this one specifically is a Jawan and Sage. They had the chance to at least flush the idol, and they didn't want to. So I'm not quite sure why that's going on. I will continue to ask that question until I get a good answer for it, because to me this should have been so simple. It just should have been so simple. But you're right, the gameplay on the other side is questionable at best. Christina, my girl, she from Houston too. She a Delta. I'm rooting for her. Yeah, she is. She the Reds. But listen, why when Sophie
she was my winner pick.
So, when Sophie come back from Tribal Council, can you at least try to act like you care and that you happy that this girl is back? She like, damn, where MC? Like, Christina, please. Like, she could see you. That was so crazy to me that Sophie knew within 3 seconds that nobody had her back.
Yeah.
No, for real. Nobody couldn't even say, well, at least I'm happy you're here. Hate that MC is gone, but I'm happy you here, girl.
I thought it was gonna be you. You know, lie. Christina was like, said, so you back. Did he play the idol? She's like, nah. He's like, oh, okay.
Right.
Bet. Okay. That's crazy. That's wild.
But you know why I think that it was so difficult for everybody to hide their hide that or, fake during that moment was because they didn't get the idol out. I think they were just mad on top of, like, I don't even think it so much had to do with Sophie being there still, and maybe as like, this is a bad result, plus y'all didn't flush the idol, just like stupid gameplay, and I can't say nothing, so I'm just like, I don't know, I feel like that had a little bit to do with it. But Sophie, she took Sophie S, she took that kind of like just straight personally, like, I don't know if I would have taken it that personally. Like, I would have been like, well, maybe people expected it because I'm like a comp beast. Like, look at them at the immunity challenge, just still her and Savannah. I don't know. Maybe y'all think opposite. I could tell from your faces.
No, I do think she did take it personally, because at first I was like, I think this is more about the fact that this was the dumbest results ever, because the plan before y'all even split was to get Rizzo out of here. And so y'all let Rizzo stay. He didn't play the idol, and one of our numbers went out. But I think like, if we go back to original Hina, she was already at the bottom, and so I think that was kind of like this was kind of like the wound. It was salt on the wound for her. She was just like, oh, okay, so everything that I was feeling is true, because nobody is coming over here to ask me exactly what happened, how it happened, why it happened. Nothing. I'm telling them that MC threw my name out there. She was coming for me, and nobody is like, why would she do that? Y'all just looking at me like, why the fuck I'm here? So I think that's when it started to get personal for her.
And if that wasn't enough, they did it again at the challenge. They's like, Christina, what's going through your mind? And Christina's like, damn, you think you know somebody? You think somebody gonna go home, and then for some reason they're still here? I just can't believe it. Sophie literally said, it's like Christina won't let it go that I'm still here. Like, she said it once, but damn, to tell Jeff too, like, I thought I knew what was going on, but this lady's still here. It's crazy. Yeah, so I think after a while, you kind of have to read the writing on the wall. Like, these people don't really like me like that.
Yeah. But also, there was a little bit, I will say, that with Savannah, because, I mean, not Savannah. I keep wanting to call Sophie Savannah, but so, yes, lots of
everybody
S's.
got an S. Everybody's S.
And I wonder how they even voted Tribal, like this. I was like, which Sophie? Y'all need to require last
Blue
names.
Sophie is Soph.
Like that.
I guess. I guess that's who that is. She's Soph. Okay. But I felt like she was being felt a little defensive though. Also, Sophie, as like she came in, she was like she came for me. I think she felt a little guilty also about the fact that like how the result, because I think she recognizes that that's a bad result. He didn't play his idol. Like whether you're here or not, that's a bad result for our side if you're on our side. And so I think she was kind of being defensive a little bit too with all of that. But yeah,
Definitely, yeah.
Ciao.
Should we get into the challenge a little bit?
Yeah.
Which I was gonna say we gotta talk about the chicken.
The reward.
We gotta talk about the chicken.
Let's talk about this.
Survivor been blacker in these last few years. I'll give them that. They gave us diversity. They trying to take it away, but they gave it to us for a little bit. There has to be a separation between these black players and fried chicken. We cannot have, because last season they had Star Toomey singing about chicken and waffles, and I was like, Star, please stop. You hush. It was like, and like, look, black folks can like chicken, but now we got Christina crying. They're like, Jawan, you take the chicken. No, girl, I don't want to take the chicken. I was like, y'all, we gotta fight over something else. Can we fight over?
Eat the comic anime.
I'm like, why is gotta be fried chicken every time? Like. It just that won't sit right with me. Like I get it. Look, I love fried chicken too, but it's just something about knowing that these moments keep centering on the black folks. I'm just not okay with it.
That is so real.
I feel you. But yeah, I was. What y'all think that? You thought it was a good move for Christina? Do you like, or you think it's just a non-factor? Like, because it was an odd thing. I was like, okay,
it's definitely a non-factor because it didn't do nothing for it. This woman went out of her way to get this man that fried chicken. And he still in vote with her.
I know. That I wrote down. I was like, that's not. I don't think this is just off the strength of who was on that reward. I didn't think it was a good idea to stick Jawan in that space. But I thought it would curry her some favor with him, but apparently not. He was just like, "We gonna be. I know you're gonna forgive me." You know, sometimes you get walked over and people know that you got their back or whatever. Or you're she's just that person. She gonna forgive me. This is a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I think she kind of has that like what she does doesn't necessarily matter thing going on in the game. Like that is her position in the game. I said it last week, like her finding the idol. I don't think it's like this, oh my God, we can use this as like a game piece. I think it's more so like, yay, Christina found the idol. How great, super cool. Love that for her. I don't think she is seen as a threat. I don't think any of her moves are seen as calculating. Which to me, I feel like, because in preseason interviews, the reason why I chose her for number 1 was that she was so likable. So I feel like it's going to be able to carry her through the game a little bit farther. And that's why I'm hoping she has like that Marianne story where it's like, everyone dislikes me so much that they wanted to protect me or keep me close a little bit. So we'll see.
I don't think on this season, whether there's Savannah, Rizzo, and Sophie in the jury or whether they in the final 2, I don't think this season that story is going to carry her. Like, I think that's just, it's not going to happen. But I can see her being a GOAT. But I don't know. I think she's going to have to do more. But the good thing about Christina, I don't think she's, I think she's strategic. She just doesn't have influence, like her reads are right and I ain't like the Nate vote, but I don't know, it was something.
You have questions about this reward though. Like you said you didn't like that she went to she kind of let Jawan be with that group. I think you're right. I think she should have been with that group to kind of keep them from solidifying anything too crazy. Jawan goes over there and they didn't have to tiptoe around nobody, right? It was like his crew. He like, okay, so now boom, what we about to do? Whereas like if Christina's there, they really can't get the ball rolling, on these plans like they wanted to. I feel like putting him over there, he got some food, he with some good allies that he liked. I think she does made sure that she was integrated more with that side and or at least in the way running interference. I think she could have slowed some of this down.
I agree.
Definitely.
Interference at worst and getting in with him at best, So I was like, he'll be all right. If he ain't eat. I mean, I know that's bad, but he'll be all right. Because even that move's not gonna
survive.
Yeah, I know, right?
That is the name of the game.
Yeah, it's interesting. But anyway, the immunity challenge. Rizzo was first out. I was like, okay.
Boy ain't got no core strength. Look, I relate.
The adolescent legs.
And he
Oh, really?
He dropped before, when they could still hold on. That's the thing. Like after when they tell you can't hold on after 10 minutes, I can see people dropping there, but nah, he wasn't ready. Maybe I don't think he ate on that reward, so maybe that's what it was. Maybe he's hungry, but the people who ate, they did pretty well in that challenge.
Yeah. Because Savannah, Alex stayed in a good little bit.
Sophie.
Jawan stayed in a good little bit. Yeah, and Sophie, yeah. You're right. They did. That was a hard challenge, though. I was like, this ain't nothing but. As soon as they had a release, I was like, oh, baby, this ain't got nothing to do with them legs no more. If you ain't got the core to even hold your body up, it's over with. It's over with.
Yeah, Savannah looked like she do Pilates. Yeah. She seemed like a Pilates girl.
Did you...
So that probably was her.
Did you like that she was trying to talk Savannah down? I mean, Sophie down? Like, hey, I can stay up here all day. I'm gonna be up here. What you gonna do? Like, I don't know if it worked, but it felt like she got in her head a little bit.
Yeah, I believed her. I said, Sophie, hey,
make a deal.
Hey, right?
No, I thought Sophie could go. I was thinking Sophie could go. I would have been like, I don't know. I didn't like the. It was just, Savannah already get underneath my skin.
You love,
but it was kind of annoying. Yeah, but she didn't get a good edit this episode. Like the people was coming for her. Like Christina said, I'm sorry,
mean girl energy.
You give mean girl.
She do. She not beating them allegations for me. Last week I couldn't give it to her. I said Kamari was trying to be nice. I said, baby, she is not beating the mean girl allegations for me. No matter the story, I hate that it happened to her. Very sad. Promise you I do. I empathize with the reproductive stuff. That stuff, you never want to hear that for nobody. But the mean girl stuff, I'm like, girl, you became the people who was mean to you. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. And she brought that story up again this episode. I said, who's child? Producers, let's wrap it up. Please, let's wrap it up. We get it. She is good TV. She's the villain of the season, and that's okay. Every season's going to have one. It's Savannah. She's not playing a bad villain. She's doing an excellent job at being one. So let her just play her game. Like, we don't have to soften it up in the edit. We don't have to at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, she when she said they're obsessed with me, that's when I said, okay, girl.
It only works when Say does it, okay? Like, listen, we ride for Say. In that moment when she's telling that story again, she kind of like, I gotta tell Sophie B a secret. That's okay. I've been keeping this to myself. Girl, I don't work in marketing. I worked in news. Like, oh, snap. I was like, all right, come on, y'all. Come on, what we doing? This ain't no secret. Sophie B was like, okay, that's cool. Like, that was it. I thought there was going to be a bigger reveal, but it was kind of like, now I can stop lying to all these people. Maybe she'll feel more able to be nicer now that she's able to open up a little bit more further in the game.
Yeah, like, I mean, the only thing it sets her up for is like that last speech, like that's, I do see why she wouldn't want people to know, but you were right, so lackluster when she told her. I was like, I guess this ain't that big of a thing. I don't know.
Yeah. I think she should have just held on to it till the very end because, I mean, also too, like telling Sophie B of all people, like Sophie B's already in your corner. So whether you were, that or a millionaire already, I don't think Sophie B would have seen it any differently, because that's a solid ally for her. So
I have a question. What do y'all think about Sage? Because I know Savannah is like the original mean girl, but Sage in these confessionals be cutting her up. I'm talking about, she said, first of all, red flag. I collect blackheads. Now stop right there. You didn't have to share that. We didn't need to know that. But then also, I could see myself popping Savannah like a blackhead. I don't like none of it.
Yeah.
I don't like none of this.
Yeah. Yeah, and I hate that she keep repeating that blackhead stuff. Like, I be like, every time she gets back into her Nancy girl, I'm like, I forget. I forget sometimes that she's got this element about her, and then she just, I gotta remind you, So I don't like that.
Yeah. I think you're right. You are making a point. Sage has most definitely, she's made her point. I get it. You don't like the girls who was mean to you. We can kind of like if Savannah is Regina George,
Yeah.
Sage is what's the other one? The redhead.
Lindsay
What's her
Lohan.
name?
The redhead.
Lindsay Lohan. Yes,
Lindsay Lohan.
she was Sage is
Interesting.
Lindsay Lohan, and she trying to wrap it
Yeah.
all up at the end. Okay, like no, for real. And she can chill out now. She can chill out. She did her dirt, and it's cool. And quite honestly, now it's kind of like I'm with Savannah. Maybe you are obsessed because you were supposed to get her out or weaken her, and you keep not doing it. So at this point, let it go.
Yeah, and I don't understand. I don't understand why she keeps having the right read every time, or like then she changes her mind. Like she'll be like Savannah, like that Nate vote. She was like Savannah, and then she goes with the Nate. And then the last one, what was the last vote? I don't remember. But this vote, she was like Rizzo, and then she's like, well, Alex, and it's like, how did we get here? You know what I'm saying? And why does Jawan keep believing Rizzo? Like, I don't understand. Like, last week he was like, MC, do you want to trust the MC? Like, who doesn't trust you? How is Rizzo getting in these people's ears? Look, full circle.
Yeah. I don't know.
Back to Rizzo.
I started to think maybe like Sage is the alpha in that relationship between Jawan and Sage. Like maybe she's the one who's like, we can't go with Rizzo this time. Let's go ahead and take out Alex. And so say Jawan is like, this is my number one. Like I was trying to give him that, but honestly, it doesn't make sense for either one of them to want to not flush that idol out right now. And I think the pendulum is about to swing the other direction, right? Like, so there was a time where Savannah was like the mean girl. We need to take down Savannah, blah, blah, blah. But now Rizzo and Sophie B and Savannah, they're the underdogs and they got all the powers and stuff like that. And every confessional we get from Sage and Jawan is like, yeah, now we in control. Now we at the top. Now we this, that, other. And people were waiting on you to come on tumbling back down. So I could see next episode it might shift and we all like, well, maybe Savannah could take this all the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So, yes, but my thing is like this, they are all super fans. There's a lot of fans this season. So I'm like, y'all should have watched this game enough to know that the underdogs always end up on top in this game, especially the ones that are nestled in a very small group. The threes, the fours, they always somehow make it to the end. Like, and so I'm like, I don't know why y'all would think or expect that Savannah, Sophie, and Rizzo are just dogs without a bone at all, and they just trying to climb their way to the top. You have to think that if they continue to still be here, that they are insulated some way, somehow. After that MC vote, there should have been, without a shadow of a doubt, that Rizzo at least played that idol. It's cool to say, okay, they both going to be here because he got an idol. Somebody got to go because he has an idol. But there is absolutely no way that man should still have that idol in his pocket.
Yeah.
They're not thinking at all.
They're really not. And on top of that, like, we have like Steven telling Sage about the Christina's idol. And so Sophie's
I saw it. I just like Sophie's how mad I was
advantage.
Like,
yes.
Sophie's advantage about to pop into play. I don't think Christina keeping that thing. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I don't think she keeping that thing. And it's just like they too armed. All of them have something. It's too much. It's too much.
And Sophie got something she ain't told nobody.
Yeah.
Every week she don't tell nobody about that knowledge is power. I'm like, the girl is a good player. The girl is a good player because she holding that thing tight no matter how much information everybody comes to her. And they tell her, she like, And
I don't know why Christina came to her.
I don't either. That was not a good read at all. That was earlier when you said she had the right read, I was like, there was a moment I could not remember what the moment was, but it was that was the moment where I was like, she does not have a good read on this because there's no way she could think, at least at the bare minimum, the fact that Sophie B was on that tribe with them for so long, that she would not have a relationship with them and not want to write down Rizzo or Savannah's name. Like, girl, BFR.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that one. And I wonder what Sophie B is going to do with that knowledge is power, right? Because she could keep it, but like, what is the move she can make? All her allies are the ones with all the things, right? Like, I mean, she could take Christina's idol, sure, but I kind of feel like what you want to do is you want to wait until Rizzo is definitely getting the votes. Wait until the time he's actually going to use it, then you take it and you just let him get voted out, and now you're the one they got to play around. You just take it and let him go. You know what I'm saying? Be like, oh damn, I didn't think you needed it. Oh my god, or something like that. Like I thought it was gonna be me. Just I feel like there's a way you do that and you maintain his idol, but you get him out. But because he just doesn't seem like he want to play it anyway. The fact that man has the guts every week to not play it, you gotta give him some credit for just sitting there. Because I would have been here you go, Jeff. I would have been like, MC, here, take the damn thing.
I know.
Here, you can have it.
Yeah, no, I feel you. It's interesting. I do wonder if we're gonna see Jawan go next week, and then if the jury keeps getting stacked with the black people,
the jury's so black. It was black like that, and
if they do, and they gotta sit there and go ahead.
It was black like that in 46. I remember it was like Tiffany, Soda Pop, Tevin, and then Hunter showed up. I was like, Tevin, now Hunter, what you doing with all the black folks? But this time, the jury gonna have 5 black people on it looking at this rate, and that has never happened in Survivor history. The blackest jury of all time.
Yeah, giving somebody else $1 million. Figure that,
because I think it would be Jawan before Sage, personally. Unless Sage in this mean girl battle with Savannah gets popped first. That's the only saving grace he has. And he'll be like, with them eyes, he'll be like, oh, I gotta like watch my step. So hopefully for him that happens, because when they come for them, it's not, they're gonna be strategic about it when they do.
Yeah, Sage might have Sophie S though.
Yeah, she might
be a voice to like. Oh no, let's not make it Sage. Maybe let's do Jawan. Possibly. I don't know.
Sophie S ain't got no sway in my view across none of the board. Like, but it's interesting. She took the spot that I thought Alex was going to play, as far as like being the chip that the 3 Rizzo, Savannah, and Sophie used. I thought Alex was going to be that, but apparently Alex just playing too hard, and like Rizzo just really out here peeping that. I'm just
I'm impressed as hell by Rizzo. Rizzo read the hell out of Alex. I said, damn. He said, you got to be a good player to know. And I said, yeah, you do, because no one else
and
is
Alex knew too. Once the votes come in, Alex said, damn, I guess I was playing both sides. And everybody started laughing. He said, did y'all have a meeting? Like, he was like, so y'all been talking about this? Like, Rizzo sitting at the tribal council like, I mean, it was obvious. Do you see it? Like, you never see that on Survivor where somebody gets voted out and then everybody starts talking about why they got them. Like, they're like, we saw you, sir. So yeah, he was playing the middle, but I don't think he was doing a good job. At one point, he goes to the yellow Sophie and says, yeah, we got to take out Rizzo. And I'm like, well, that's, if you've been paying attention, she left y'all. She left y'all when she got back, and Christina was like, why are you here? So then she went over there. She ain't been with you all day, but he still went to her playing both sides, where it's like, that's not the move. By that point, I don't know what he was supposed to do, but it wasn't that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Child, they all. I said, if every black player get up out of here,
to back.
I can't. I cannot. I was like, not the first time y'all all make it to jury, and then y'all the first on the jury.
Jury party is
baby steps. It's like, I'm joking.
The jury party live at the Ponderosa is going up.
Literally,
I know.
Literally. And I hope MC was at Ponderosa. Like, I told y'all, and y'all did not want to listen.
MC can't go that hard, because if she like, I told y'all, Nate gonna be like, what'd you say? Because you voted me out. So now what? So what about it?
Right.
What happened to the cookout? What happened to it? Like, if anybody can be mad, it's Nate. So each of them mad at the person before them for taking them out. That's gonna be crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
Christina has a good chance though of staying to the end, like you were saying earlier. I don't think she's gonna win, but I do think she has like that likability and that like Marianne factor that's gonna like take her. She might not be the next on the jury.
You made a good point that Savannah, Sophie, Rizzo probably would not respect that in a player.
Rizzo gonna stand up there, even if he's the sole member of the jury. We have to respect gameplay. Come on, guys. This is like Look,
Rizzo gonna get up there like the old school players and be like, and tell me why he doesn't deserve it. Tell me why she didn't get it.
Philosophical question,
like Rizzo better.
I have a philosophical question about this though. Let's say Christina makes it to the end, and she's sitting there by Rizzo and Savannah, or Rizzo and Sophie, who knows? And she's sitting there. Is it the responsibility of the other members of the cookout to go ahead and vote for her? Because I have questions. Because like, let's say they didn't work with her, they don't respect the game as much, but it's 4 of them, and she right there. Should she have 4? Like, this is us talking, okay? We went to HBCUs. This is us, okay? Is it their responsibility to just be like,
duty all day, baby. Duty all day. Absolutely. Look, we're changing the tide. Okay. We have generational wealth to create. Absolutely.
Because y'all had Star on here Christina. Who voted for Eva. And so I just had a question.
Oh, stop. Not you coming for Star's vote.
I just said, Star, you know. She's about, who else was I supposed to vote for? I don't know. I don't know, Star. You think about it. What's the assignment here? You know what I'm saying? Are we supposed at that point? Do we respect gameplay or do we hold strong? I need an answer. Vic,
I remember why Star said she voted for Eva. I forgot what she said. I do remember though that she didn't give her that idol for real. That did happen, but
like I wouldn't have not voted for her off the strength of that. But you know, she gave us the full story about how it happened and everything like that. But it is what it is. I will say that Chris. Like I would vote me personally for Christina in that position. But that's a tough one with everybody in there. That's going to be a tough one. I don't think that this jury who we have, the black caucus of the jury, I don't think that they're going to vote for, like all of them are going to vote for Christina.
MC will be the one.
MC I think MC would vote. Like if Jawan is on the jury, he would vote too. He might.
The way he say his siblings' names, he need to.
Oh, yeah. My question was just about that because, like, yes, we can do gameplay and all that kind of stuff, but at what point do we have to be like, we have the power to really swing this in our direction? I don't think that would be there. We still wouldn't have an exact majority, so she got to get at least one vote on her own. But should she have full locked in just off the strength?
I would do it because it wouldn't be a sweep the other way anyways, okay? Even if she couldn't get it, it wouldn't be a sweep. I can tell you that.
And if they have 3 people, like if she did have all 4, like the other votes might be split and she might win off the strength of having the black coalition.
We gotta go in strong. I would be at Ponderosa. Y'all people be so mad at me. I'd be like, y'all, I know you don't respect the gameplay. I know they made these moves. But off the strength. Right now. Off the strength.
Yeah, I would vote for her.
Having that conversation right now. If one of us makes it to the end, we have to. We have.
Yeah, I don't know though. I don't know if this is that jury. I don't think this is that jury. But like I said, MC maybe Jawan, but I don't see it in Alex and I don't see it in Nate. And to be honest, Jawan is iffy. And MC, I feel like I wonder if it's more about her relationship with Christina than not. Because if Jawan makes it to the end, I don't know if she's voting for Jawan.
Same question. If Jawan makes it to the end, and it's the other 4 of them, the way he made it to the end, are we still off the strength? Or are we like, brother?
We still off the strength because you outwit, you outplayed, and you outlasted. We probably couldn't get all 3. We couldn't probably get an all 3 black jury. But I made it. So
off the strength.
I think Jawan has a stronger case to be voted for than Christina. I thought
his case is worse because of the way MC went out.
Because of the
way MC went out specifically. Because I don't know if y'all heard her exit press, but she been like, did y'all hear it? I don't want to be that guy.
Tell us.
Oh no!
What?
Oh no!
No, what she said?
Somebody did comment on our TikTok and was like, "Well, if you heard what MC said, something, I didn't know what to read into. What was it?"
She went to Jawan last episode when they were doing the vote split or whatever, and he was gonna be the decoy vote, and then Sophie was gonna, they were gonna tie it up or whatever. She went to Jawan and told him what Sophie was doing because she wanted to work with Jawan because she didn't want to see 2 black people on the jury back to back. Jawan then took that to Sage, and then the plan to Sage. She said that on all her exit press, and she was tweeting about it too.
To him?
She said that to him. And then in all the exit interviews, she's been doubling down that like, hey, Nate went, and I just remember back to Marianne's season when Roxroy was on the jury, and this person was and Marianne and Drea was like, we can't go out like this. And she said, I went to that man and was like, brother, that's why she said I stood up at the tribal council and asked him a favor, because she was like, look, stick with me, brother. And somehow,
man. So
that just gave me goosebumps. I'm irritated all over again because I promise you, I was like, what was said? I need to know what was. I had so many theories.
I would be that guy, but I'm just saying, like, if that's the feeling MC has when she gets to Ponderosa, then she's telling Nate, it ain't it. No, I tried to stick my neck out for him so this wouldn't happen. And then when the next person comes in, it's Alex. And MC's gonna be the first one they see. I tried to stop this from happening, but Jawan, by the time Christina comes, they gonna be like, he wanted to be the last black standing. Like, so I really don't know if we can hold strong. Well, I would still hold strong. I've been watching this show for too long. I would hold strong. But I don't know if this group is gonna hold strong with that narrative being at Ponderosa.
I don't think Jawan will be that person who's going to vote now with that information. Like I said, he was iffy. If she said all of that and she came to him with information, it would have been him. You get what I'm saying? Like, it would have been him. It's interesting. And then also, speaking of, Steven came, I was surprised at him pulling Sage, being like, I want her, and I'm going to tell her this information. He didn't tell Jawan. That's one thing. But 2, Sage was like, I'm not telling Jawan. And when Jawan told her the information about MC. So I think Jawan, I think he's going to be burned a little bit. It is what it is, but it was interesting. A lot of these things were interesting this episode, Okay, is there anything else on this episode that we want to talk about or whatever before we get into the preview? Because I need somebody to tell me about the preview. I didn't watch it.
I actually do have one more thing. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. When Rizzo was like, when he was reading Alex like a book, and he was like, you can't be friends with everybody, baby. Like, a friend to all is a friend to none. And I was like, baby, talk that.
That boy wise. I said, he been here before. He knows something.
Yes, literally.
Benjamin Button out here pretending shit.
Yes, but he asked him. He was like, the thing that got him was like, he said, where do you stand? And then Alex was like, I want to play with all of y'all. And Rizzo said, no, baby.
Ain't no playing with all of us.
I'm looking for specifics.
Exactly. Because I don't want to play with everybody. You can't play with, like, nah, that's not how we play in this game. No, that was good. That was a good catch from Rizzo.
Yes, I said he's a good listener. That's an active listener right there. He reading in between the lines. So
and I think that Alex is leaning too hard into his political career, because in politics you gotta be with everybody to be. I mean, you have to be like this front
very
of, like,
diplomatic
bipartisanship. Yes, and it's like, this is not the bipartisan game. Okay, it's pick a side.
Yes.
So but all right, what happened in the preview for next episode? Because I did not watch that part. And what are y'all thoughts on where we're headed?
Of course, we see Savannah. Savannah was like, not Savannah, Sage. She was like, I gotta get her. Like, it like zoomed in on her face saying that. Something happens at Tribal because Alex, MC, and Nate were like, they look completely shocked. So I don't know what happens at Tribal. It looks like it's going to be a good Tribal next week. And that was like the main things that I caught. It was a lot of very quick flashes. So it might be another good little juicy episode.
Yeah, this is probably where the shit go down. This is where the idol, a vote is
something.
The beginning of the new regime.
Yes,
it's starting next episode.
Yeah,
Pride
I
Rock,
didn't know.
like,
I wasn't sure how
star.
good this season was gonna be, but it is faring out, I think, to be better than last season.
Yeah.
I think Camilla and Kyle gave us like the best of what could have been or what was 48 for real, and their duo and being able to like sneak around and hide that. But this year, because we have Savannah, Sophie, Rizzo, who are all they pretty all good solid players to be for real. And then you got, on the back end, you got a little bit of Steven, you got a little bit of Sage, a little bit of, they got the little glimmers, so it's always going now that they've merged. So I do appreciate that about this season. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to them.
It's picking up. I prefer the seasons to get better and better as they like the episodes to get better and better as they go on. And I think last season, I think the first half with Say, she was killing that first half. They got rid of Say, and then with the entertainment, it was just like the slow rolls at the end. Whereas this season, the beginning was slow, but they did all those swaps, and so by the time they got to the merge, everybody know each other. There's all these little pieces everywhere. Right. They picked up these advantages. Like now, it feels like anything could happen. And so I think that this episode was cool. I think last week's episode probably was a little bit better. Like the one before that was probably a little bit like those were really decent. But I have high hopes for these next couple episodes. 'Cause I think now these advantages gotta start coming out, and that's gonna make things a little bit more interesting.
Yeah. And then at some point, I hope that the heads of the Rizzo, Savannah, I mean, it's no head of that snake. It's a 3-headed snake, but I hope it gets chopped. Well, I guess Rizzo and Savannah are the heads. Sophie just there, but she like a silent assassin type. But I hope it gets chopped. I want to see it. I can't see them, the three of them in the end. That will start to make the game boring if the three of them just make it. I want a little, tumultuous journey there.
Yeah, agreed. And random, but what happened to the journey? They just stopped doing that?
Sorry, I ain't need it.
I was wondering. I was thinking, because I felt like around this time is when Eva went on the journey last season, and she ended up with her knowledge is power, and she had to do her little sneakaroo thing or whatever into the lit fire thing or whatever.
But wasn't that like a last season only thing, or did they do that before?
Because Rachel ended up with some late stage advantage too. That she had went and she did that puzzle on that barge, and the thing was falling in the water. So I think around this time they might sprinkle one more advantage in the game. The question is who gets it, and what does that do for them? We'll see.
Yeah, and what advantage will it be?
Yeah,
because the knowledge is power came out early. It usually come out later.
Already in the game too. I thought Savannah's extra vote was like that late stage advantage, that last good one. But I don't know. Maybe they got one more in the tuck somewhere for them.
Yeah. One last question. Is how Jawan calls Jeff Uncle Jeff? Is that a Jawan thing, or has somebody done that before?
This is new. All of this is new. So like Christina, Uncle Jay, Uncle Jeff, all that kind of stuff. But they started Auntie Julie with Chelsea last season too, and it's a lot of aunties and uncles.
Right. But Black people good for that.
We love
like
calling somebody auntie,
for the
uncle.
The auntie uncle.
Yeah. It's because we can't call nobody by their first name.
It's
as a child, it's always sister. Uncle, auntie, you don't say nobody's name.
And we get to claim people as cousins too. Cousin ain't came up yet. Cousin hasn't quite come up yet on these shows. But give it like another year where they could be like, that's my survivor cousin, and that's when it's downhill. That's that diversity initiative.
Right. I know.
Exposing our recipes. Now let me stop.
Yeah, right. I know. Anywho, so all right. Chappell, we appreciate you coming through. Where can the people find you? Mari was saying you guys are on Reality Kickback. Like, tell the people where to find you and what you're doing.
I got a few points to hit here. First, thank you so much for having me. Like I said, I've been a fan watching y'all on Instagram and all that good stuff. And of course, I watched y'all's Star interview and all that stuff. So I've been watching from the background. I'm very proud of y'all and what y'all are doing. I love seeing other Black people talking about these shows. Because I remember back when I was like, I felt like I was the only one watching them. So now I know I got a crew. Okay, so eventually y'all need to come.
Right,
y'all gotta come join me on my stuff. Come pick with me and Mari. Definitely. Yeah, we're gonna do a thing. But find me on RHAP Kickback.
Wait, before you go, because I gotta interject right there. Because this is my first year ever watching live feeds. It was not Kamaria introduced me to RHAP, and I was like, Chappell is my favorite.
Not you taking my line. Not you taking my line.
Like,
No,
Mari
for
already
real,
told
bro,
me that
because you're
y'all
so
tell this to
funny.
everybody. Mari said they told me I was their favorite. I said I know. I can tell.
Stop.
No, I love Mari. But I saw yours first, and then I saw Mari's. I was like, oh my god, they got two. They got two.
Look,
Black people.
Asia is another one. Yeah,
and Asia,
Yeah.
yeah. And I didn't know Asia was on it until I watched y'all's draft
okay.
pick. That's when I was like, oh my god, Asia's on
Yeah.
this too. So yeah, I definitely was like, okay,
Yeah.
Rob, like all these,
we
you know,
holding it down.
but y'all got some.
Yeah, we got a couple
yes,
HBCUs.
yes. Sorry, but go ahead.
We got
keep
a couple
going.
HBCUs. I didn't get to rep mine. PV, PVA and them. Yeah. Mari always gonna rep the real HU, but I had to make sure I put it down for Cowtown. But yeah, between Mari, Asia, and I, we be holding it down. Asia, she holding it down for the AKAs. Whatever. Thank y'all so much. Follow me on all social media platforms at Recap Kickback. My website is recapkickback.com. It's normally me and Mari talking about whatever we want to talk about. Right now, it's Interview with the Vampire because it's black as hell and we like to talk about black stuff. Flavor of Love Season 2. I'm talking about it right now with Chantel because she's never seen it. She's from Canada. She missed that. So she just found out about some spit. She found out about somebody taking a dump on some stairs. Chantel is in a blender right now. And we do it live on YouTube every week. So that should be up. And then Gia and I are talking about Abbott Elementary every other week right now. So we got a lot of stuff going on Recap Kickback. I got some stuff on RHAP too. You can follow RHAP for that. But make sure you follow Recap Kickback to keep up with all the stuff I'm doing. And yeah, thank y'all so much. This has been so much fun.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate you coming.
Yes. Alrighty, y'all. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and we will catch y'all for next week's episode. Bye.